You've got revelation that you're going to pass an exam. And are you just going to sit back and the exam will just pass itself? No, of course not. There are certain things you have to put in yourself, your own input. Do you understand? You have a lot of role to play for that thing that is being that is being promised to come into actualization. There's a role you have to play. Likewise, when it comes to relationship, when it comes to looking for the man that God has sent for you, do you understand that? He's going to come. And when he comes, there's a limit to what is going to happen. You have your own role to play. God has his own role to play. God cannot do everything for you. Your own role to play when it comes to finding the right man God has sent to you, your own man, the man God has sent to you, the role that you need to play when it comes to identifying this man is what we're going to be talking about today. My name is BAYO AJIBOLA. If you're joining this channel for the very first time, I plead with you, subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell, and let's go. The topic for today is, how do you know? How will you know this is the man God has sent for you? How will you know this is the man God has sent for you? So today we're going to be talking about clues for you to know this is the right man God has sent for you. Like I said earlier on, God cannot do everything for you. God has his own role to play. You equally have your own role to play. When God has done with his own role, you are left to do to come up with your own role, to play your own part in it, in this equation. Do you understand? God cannot do everything for you. I'm addressing this to the Christians out there in general, because what they do is, oh, I've prayed and I'm expectant. Oh, God is going to send me the right man. And what most of them do is, oh, any man just appears from nowhere, and you get one or two clues from left, right, and center, and you just jump to that conclusion that yes, that's the man for you. That you're not even going to do any other thing. God has done everything. God has presented this man to you on a platter. Hence, you see a lot of Christians with difficulty in their marriages, women suffering in their own matrimonial home, and they're all Christians. They're all Christians. Why? Because they left that part for them to do. They left it to that, oh, God is going to do everything. And the man comes, oh, God has done everything. And they just enter a relationship or a marriage just like that, without putting in the effort from their own side. So what are these clues we're going to be talking about today? Number one is, are you attracted to this man? Are you attracted to this man? Are you physically attracted to him? Are you emotionally attracted to him? What kind of attraction do you guys have between each other? Because this is a very important thing, because this is marriage we are talking about here. Are you attracted to this man? Because if you're not attracted to him, and you not just sum everything up that, oh, you've prayed about it, God has sent you a man, but you're not really attracted to him, how do you think that is going to last? How do you think that marriage or relationship is going to last? Marriage is a long journey. It's not something it's not a short one. It's a lifetime thing, till death do you part. So if you are not attracted to this man, there's no point going into that relationship. That is to tell you, it's not the one God has sent for you. It's not the one God has sent for you. If he is actually the one God has sent for you, it would be a full package. You will be emotionally and physically attracted to him, the same way he will be equally attracted to you. You cannot sweep this under the carpet and put everything on the lap of God. Oh, God is going to do everything. No, you have your own part to play. God cannot do everything for you. You have your own part to play. God has his own part to play. For the fact that you promise to pass an exam doesn't necessarily mean that if you don't even pick up the form to sit for that exam, or let alone prepare to even go into the hall to write that exam, how is that going to happen? Is God going to come down and write the papers for you? Of course, no. But there's a promise right there that that exam, you will pass it. Only if you prepare and sit for the exam. That is the part you have to play in this equation. So that's our point number one clue right there. Are you physically and emotionally attracted to this man? Point number two, does he have time for you? This man, does he have time for you? Because in the process of getting to know each other, in the process of courtship, in the process of all of that, does he really have time for you? Because that is, God is not going to, God is not going to determine that. You are the one that will look at it critically and come to that conclusion. Does this man really have time for you? Because if he doesn't have time for you, then what is one of the biggest clue right there, that it's not the man God has sent for you. It doesn't matter any other clues that you've managed to take to get verification from. I don't even care. You understand? I don't care any number of boxes you've ticked and how you arrived at your own conclusion that, oh, this is the right man for you, sent by God. If he doesn't have time for you, no, that is not the man God has sent for you. Because if he has, because Christians, they will go, oh, that's the man God has sent for me. He's a Christian. He goes to church. He does this. He prays the Lord and things like that. No, you cannot just be going to church religiously and not have time for your wife. You cannot just spend all the days of your life prayer and doing all of that, thinking that will be a substitute that will sort your wife out. Do you understand? No, it's not a substitute. Do you understand? There is time for prayer, there is time for fasting, and there is also time for you as a man, as a husband, to create time, to have quality time with your wife. Going to church and doing God's stuff is not a substitute for the care that you need to give to your wife. So you as a woman, thinking in your own head that, oh, all of those boxes has been ticked. After all, you've prayed about it. Oh, God has sent you this man, and that's it. You thinking that you don't have any other thing to do from your side. No, you are just deluding yourself. If he doesn't have time for you, if he's the type that doesn't even believe in having a good and quality time with his partner or with his wife, no, that is not the right man for you. That is not the man God has sent for you or to you. It's just as clear as that. Point number 3, what about his temperament? What about his temperament? Do you understand? That is another big one that you need to take note of. God is not going to do that for you. It is you that has to check it out and look into it critically yourself. Do you understand? The reason why God cannot do everything for you is the fact that this God gives you all of these senses. And he gives you brain to think and to iron things out. So if God is going to do everything for you, so why are your senses right there? What are they used for? What is the purpose? So that is to tell you that there are certain things, there are certain parts you need to role you need to play in this equation. You need to how temperamental he is. Is he a gentleman? Is he an easygoing guy? Is he somebody that he can feel relaxed when he's with you? You understand? God cannot work that out for you. It is you that need to be sincere with yourself and work it out by yourself. If it's the guy that doesn't even have enough patience to even deal with anyone, then it's not the man for you. I'm sorry. You just need to move on, keep praying, and keep your eyes open and all your senses open for you to be able to identify the man God has for you. For you. Point number 4. Has he got a day job? Has he got a day job? Because he cannot just settle for him and say, oh, You've prayed about it and you've got all the clues sorted out, and this is the man God has sent for you. The man you claim God has sent for you doesn't even have a job to his name. So how do you think that is going to work out? You cannot just brush that under the carpet. Oh, God will provide. No. Listen, you open your eyes, you open all your senses, you put on your thinking cap and your analytic skills, and you can see it's so obvious that this guy does not even have a day job to his name. See that he's lazy or he's not even qualified enough to even put something together. So how are you going to maintain a family? How are you going to maintain put a home together? How are you even going to do that? You see, those are the things you cannot just brush under the carpet and get consumed with all this religious whatever and thinking, oh, God will sort you out. No. Listen, God has done his bit. There is a part for you to play. God is not going to say to you, oh, go, that's the man for you, even though he hasn't got any job or he's lazy or he doesn't even have any qualification to put family together. No. It is you that will be able to work that out yourself and determine that, no, this is not the kind of man that I want to spend the rest of my life with. That is another clue right there for you to know that, no, this can't be the man for you. Because you cannot just put everything under the religion aspect and say, oh, no, God or religion, whatever, the moment you got a revelation that he's the man for you, and boom, you just jump into it blindly without looking at all of these things critically. Without looking at all of this thing critically. Point number 5, is he a man you can easily have a conversation with? Is he a man you can easily have a conversation with? A constructive conversation? Or is he the type that will just want to talk you out of anything? He doesn't even want to listen to you. He has to be with everything that comes out of his mouth. If you open your mouth to even say anything, he doesn't want to listen to you. He is that type of a man. And you are telling me, oh, you've gotten the revelation that is the man God has sent for you. No, that is not the man God has sent for you. And God is not going to come down and tell you, no, this is not the man for you. It is you that will be able to work that out yourself. God is not going to jump on your bed or wake you up in the middle of the night and say to you, oh, my daughter, that's the man. No. Listen, God has his own role to play. You equally have your own role to play. When God has finished doing his part, the left is left for you to sort out. So if you just go into it in the name of religion and forget everything that is so obvious and that is so glaring to you, and you just push it aside, that if for God to must have sent this man to you, oh, he must be the perfect one for you, that you actually don't have any role to play here. No, that is a big fat lie. You have a role to play, and God cannot do everything for you. You have a role to play in this equation. Point number 6, how does he relate with his friends and family? How does he relate with your own friends and family? Is it the type that will detach you from your friends and family? Or is it the type that doesn't even relate very well with his own family? He doesn't even want to see any one of them. Or even when he gets to see them, he's the type that is just too detached from his family. In the name of religion. Because when they come at you with this, oh, don't be unequally yoked with an unbeliever, that is BS right there. Because this is his family we're talking about. These are his friends we're talking about. These are your family and your relations and your siblings we're talking about. So don't give me any of this, don't be unequally yoked with an unbeliever. Because I tell you straight up what will happen. If you don't open your eyes and decide by yourself that no, this man doesn't even relate well with his own family. He doesn't even relate well with his own parents. How on earth do you think that marriage is going to work out? How on earth will you, even in your right senses, push that aside and say, oh, because you've gotten a revelation that God has sent this man for you that is actually your man. No, it's not your man. It's not your man. It is you that need to work that out by yourself. This is not a function of prayer and fasting. This is a function of you getting your acts together and be very truthful with yourself that no, this is not it. And you continue to pray, and you continue to be sensible and be realistic with yourself at the same time. So those are the clues that you cannot just afford to sweep underneath the carpet. If he hasn't got time for you while you are dating or while you are still whatever, so what gives you the idea that he's going to have time for you when you guys get married? Well, what's going to give you that idea? Because it's not going to change. That is who he is. He has shown himself to you. It is you that chose to push it aside in the name of religion that, oh, I've gotten this revelation that this is the man God has sent for you. No, you have your own role to play. God cannot do everything for you. If this dude doesn't have time for you while you are still dating, whatever gives you the clue is going to be a change man the moment you put the ring in your finger. It's not going to change. And if he doesn't, if you are not happy with the way he is at this initial stage of your courtship, then you just need to opt out from it and call it quits and call it a day and move on with your life, because he is not going to change. So do not let us mix all this up because, oh, we are Christians and this and that. Our 7th point, does he respect you? Either privately or in public. How does he relate with you? How does he talk to you? Is he of this old mindset that, oh, women, I'm my boss, I'm my husband, I can order around, I can do this, I can do that? Is he that type? That's a very important point right there. So you will be making a big mistake if you think all of these clues are listed here doesn't matter. You'll be making a huge mistake. And you just jump into the dark in the name of religion, in the name of, oh, you've gotten the revelation. You've prayed about it. You've done everything about it. And this is the man that keeps coming to you. And, you suspended all your senses and jumped into the dark, thinking God will sort you out. No. God is not going to sort that out for you. You jumped into this yourself. God cannot do everything for you. There are certain things you need to do by yourself. There are certain things you need to sort out by yourself. I hope I've been able to get through to you today. These are the clues. These are the clues you actually need to look out for. This is no different from every other person. You understand? Don't because, oh, that only applies to the unbeliever because they are this, because they are that. Or you are a child of God, that can never. No, listen. It happens to everybody. Everybody, irrespective of whatever you believe in or whatever your religion. This applies to everyone. And you can only ignore this at your own peril. So if you really like our topic for today, please do make a comment right there. Let me hear from you. Perhaps if you have some contrary opinion to what I said today, please let's hear from you. And in the meantime, please do subscribe to this channel. And until I see you again with another topic, same time next week, it is bye-bye for now. Take good care of yourself. Bye.